Hello, everyone. Welcome to Once Upon a DCOM, the podcast where we love Disney Channel original movies and sometimes hate on them, but in a loving way, you know? My name is Natalie. This is my co host, Gabby.
Hi.
We are currently in between season 1 and season 2, and we are doing a couple of mini episodes, mini-sodes, if you will, and you are listening to the very last one before the start of season 2. Are you excited, Gabby, for season 2?
I am hyped. I can't wait. I think it was 2 weeks ago you read us an entire list of movies for the Oscars that were going to be nominated, and I just got so excited of how far we've come and how great the movies have been for the most part.
Yes.
And I can't wait to see what comes next.
I know. This podcast has been such a blessing and so much fun, and I am beyond pumped for season 2.
Same.
But before we get to season 2, we gotta do the rest of the DCOM Oscars.
I love this. This was a great idea by you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so do you want to explain how we are conquering this episode today?
Yes, so very similar to how the Oscars actually work, we have categories which we have nominated films for from the list of films that we've already watched on the podcast. And we are going to share our nominations and then decide together which movie wins the Oscar. And just a reminder, this is the last week that we're going to have these mini-sodes, which means it's the last week that we're going to have a fun little visual component happening over on the YouTube channel. So if you've never checked it out, now is your last chance to go check it out, see what we're doing over there with the visuals, with the pictures. It's a lot of fun. So if you could head over, just give us a like, give us a comment, maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel. It would super help us out, and you can still continue listening on your audio platforms. That's fine too. But we just wanted to remind you about that cool experience that you only get for these minisodes. So the categories that we have today are Best Costume Design, Most Nostalgic, Most Cringey, and Best Song. Natalie, could you read us a list of all the movies that we've covered so far on the channel so that they know what we're working with?
Absolutely. So there are 18 on here, so buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. The Lizzie McGuire movie, High School Musical, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, Cadet Kelly, Smart House, Camp Rock, Under Wraps, Zombies, Twitches, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, Halloween Town, You Wish, ! Kim Possible Movie, So the Drama, Go Figure, Stuck in the Suburbs, Radio Rebel, The Cheetah Girls, and Lemonade Mouth.
Wow. So much fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, there's a big chunk of Halloween ones there. That was the month of October. We did an entire Halloween season.
Oh, yeah. And it was fantastic. Gabby, should we jump right in?
Let's do it. Best Costume Design. Who do you have nominated?
Okay. Don't hate me, but I have nominated 3.
I have 4.
Oh, okay. I feel less bad now. Okay.
Go for it.
The Cheetah Girls.
They're in mine too.
Good. They're iconic. I mean, like, you know when someone is dressing up as the Cheetah Girls, obviously. Somebody did a great job.
That leopard print,
because it's not cheetah. Ugh, listen to that episode if you want more. Okay, second nomination, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Also same.
I love it. Okay, we're on the same page.
Yep.
My final nomination could be controversial. I put Zombies.
I did too.
You did? Okay, I feel better.
I did. I feel like it's costumes / makeup, and that one really has both.
Mm-hmm. And it's the color palette really got me, you know?
Yes. And I also added, you'll be happy, Halloween Town.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I wish we've watched Descendants at this point, because that would be top tier, no notes. I won't take any argument. That would win Best Costume Design for me. But we haven't watched Descendants yet.
So what do you think? Do we just need to go out like one by one?
100%. I think we can eliminate Halloween Town because you didn't have it on yours.
Okay,
but
fair.
Honorable mention.
Yeah,
it's really fun. Yeah.
Okay, Cheetah Girls, iconic. You know exactly how they're dressed.
Correct. Xenon, super unique.
Super unique and fun.
And they had 2 different environments they were working with, because they had the futuristic space look and the futuristic Earth look, aka regular 90s kids. But they did do some little tweaks to kind of make it a little different. So that one's interesting.
Yeah. And then Zombies, again, that color palette and how they did it almost like a theatrical stage version of something, you know? And it was very interesting.
And also, I know they modeled this on comic books, like the look of zombies is modeled on comics. And as you know, in comic books, a lot of times characters don't change outfits very much. So there's very few costume changes in this. Like the zombies are almost always wearing the same look. I know Addison's in her cheer uniform most of the movie. So I wonder if that's a point against it or a point for it. Like, because it was stylistic, but it also wasn't as diverse.
Yeah. Okay, let's knock out zombies. So we're between Xenon and Cheetah Girls.
Oh, in that case, I think Xenon is the clear winner because it's so
I think
creative.
Cheetah Girls is the clear winner.
Interesting. You're wrong. It's so regular. Other than the leopard print cheetah print.
They're Cinderella outfits. Are you kidding?
I don't even like those. I don't know.
I don't have to like them to respect them.
I'm having the same issue I had with the movie itself. When you've seen the second one, that one wins best costume.
Throw that out of your mind because we're not there yet.
Well, I just don't think this one's worthy when you compare it to Xenon that was so creative and had so many different looks.
Cheetah Girls has so many. They each have like 12 outfits.
I would just like to point out Raven is in both of these. I think that says something. Fashion icon. Say something.
Okay, I will concede to Xenon if you remember this moment for later in the episode.
Okay, fair. Oh,
all
gosh, what are we coming to?
Congrats, Xenon. You win Best Costume Design.
Woo! All right, most nostalgic. I think we both know where Natalie's going with this.
Really? Do you?
I mean, my guess was you were going to say High School Musical.
It's actually not on my list, but I did consider it.
But at all?
No.
What's on your list?
Okay, so a snub for High School Musical. I will accept that. Not in my category for most nostalgic. My nominations are The Cheetah Girls. So 2000s. You can't go a single frame in that movie without feeling 2000s. And those songs bring me back to childhood. Second nomination, Halloween Town. There is not a more 90s movie, a more comfort Halloween movie than Halloween Town.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a third?
Nope, those are my two.
Oh, excellent. I only have two as well, and it's neither of those. But you make really good arguments.
Thank you.
So I guess it's about nostalgic for me or you versus like nostalgic for the world. I think you went with the world and I went with personal preference. So obviously my number one is Camp Rock. I felt things. I felt things. Like you just can't hear the bridge of This Is Me blended with Gotta Find You without having an emotional reaction. You just can't.
Okay, agreed.
And it gave us the iconic like knee bend situation that became the look of all Disney Channel singers for the rest of time and has bombarded my TikTok. So that's Camp Rock. And you got the Joe Bros in that. Then I had High School Musical. And I don't think enough can be said about that. It's very early 2000s.
Yes.
The costumes, the dynamics, all of it. It literally shaped a generation.
It did.
So
I will say it did shape a generation.
Yeah, I almost feel like you need to bring that in because I think HSM should win purely for its impact on the world.
But the most nostalgic is Halloween Town.
See, I didn't even watch it as a kid and I don't like it now. So I struggle with that one, but I do think the rest of the world would agree with you. So I'll concede on that one. Is this the later you were waiting for?
Yes, this is the later. The later has arrived.
Okay, your Cheetah Girls was my Camp Rock, so those two cancel each other out, and so I'll give it Halloween Town.
All right, most nostalgic, Halloween Town, my girl, I love you.
Most cringy. I have two.
I have two. I'm pretty sure they're the same.
I highly doubt it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you guys are gonna like be like, what is wrong with this woman? I put Zombies as one of my most cringy.
I put Zombies as one of my most cringy.
Even though I love it, this was my meter for like which ones do I pick. When did my face do the most like scrunching?
Yep.
I was like, when did my face scrunch the most? It was Zombies. The breaking the fourth wall crap and just was like trash. Bucky. I know you love Bucky, but like, and even like. Some of the songs, most of the songs, you're in Zombie Land. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna vomit.
Yep.
So, even though I love it, and I'll sing someday, every day, yeah, Zombies was up there. And then I put Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire because, oh my gosh.
That is my second one. We're all on the same page.
You were right. I didn't
Yes.
think you'd put Zombies.
Oh, no. Zombies was cringy. It is.
I knew we'd both put Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
Yeah. That movie is just so many types of wrong. And the whole time you're like, that makes me uncomfortable. And that makes me uncomfortable. And then that makes me uncomfortable. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Zombies is the most DCOM cringy, like eye roll. Oh my gosh, it's so like Disney Channel. Whereas Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire is genuinely uncomfortable.
Yes. And so because of that distinction, I feel like Zombies has to win because this is the DCOM Oscars.
Yes, I agree. So way to go, Zombies. Most cringy, but I love you.
I'm so sorry, Zombies.
It'll be okay. It got 2 nominations so far.
The last one, I think this will be our hottest ticket item. Best song. I have 4.
I have 1.
I know what your 1 is.
Do you now?
Is it Camp Rock, This Is Me?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No. I think you should share your 4 and then I'll tell you what the winner is. If it's in your 4. Otherwise, we can fight.
I also know what the top 1 is, so I'm going to go in reverse order. Okay. Girl Power from the Cheetah Girls. Come on. An anthem. An anthem. I know how you feel about Cheetah Girls, but that song, it gets you hype. Okay, next. I have 2 High School Musical in a row because I had to, right?
Sure.
Breaking Free and Start of Something New. They get you in the soul.
I definitely considered putting High School Musical 1 or 2 of the songs as nominations, but when it came down to it, we've only watched the first one, and I just feel like there are songs in the second and third one that I like even more than the first one. And the one I picked for best song was so many miles above anything High School Musical had to offer that I was like,
I agree.
It's not even worth putting a nomination because nothing will beat this. But
I
now
agree.
I'm really curious if we agree.
Okay, my top 1 that I will fight for, She's So Gone from Lemonade Mouth.
Whoa! Holy... That is not what I have.
What do you have?
This Is What Dreams Are Made Of, Lizzie McGuire.
Oh! Okay, you win. I forgot about that one.
Okay, good. I was like, how could
I'm a fool.
you?
I'm a fool. You win.
I'm so glad. But She's So Gone,
She's So Gone is
close
incredible.
Second. It's
right?
actually up there. Yeah.
Oh, but you are correct. I was just thinking straight up musicals. I didn't even consider the fact that there's a musical number in a non-musical.
And it is like the most that shaped a generation too.
Oh yeah.
In the same way the High School Musical did.
Song. No argument here. Yeah, I was wrong. I'm an idiot.
so happy. I was gonna cry. I'm like, if you fight me on this for She's So Gone, like
no, you're right. You are more than right.
Oh, guys, this has been stressful and great. Thank you for coming along on the journey. That was the DCOM Oscars. We've had so much fun. So if you'd like to join us next week, we are coming back to season 2 of Once Upon a DCOM. We're going to be talking, like Natalie said at the beginning, about a new Disney Channel original movie, which we are going to be picking in just a moment here. So you're actually going to find out right now today what the next movie's going to be.
With us, because we don't know.
With us. Yeah, we have no idea. Like, just behind the scenes, we literally just like pause the episode and we're like, do we need to pick a movie? Oh, yeah, we do. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, we should probably do that.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. So anyways, we'll be back next week talking about a movie. Where are they now? What do the critics and audience think? What are the deep, valuable points and things that we can glean from this film? Because that is what this podcast is really all about. Join us next week when we watch. Let's find out right now.
So this whole list is every movie we haven't seen so far, except for the sequels of movies we haven't seen yet. For example, we have seen High School Musical, so High School Musical 2 is on this list. However, we have not seen Teen Beach Movie yet, so Teen Beach Movie 2 is not on this list. Makes sense? Makes sense. All right. Also
Perfect.
Excluded Halloween episodes, for now.
And Christmas. Anything specifically holiday themed is being reserved for the holidays.
Correct. Okay. Let's pull up the random number generator.
I'm so eager.
All right. I have it. Are you so ready?
Please don't be something dumb. Please don't be something I've never heard of.
All right. Kicking off season 2. Really strong, I would like to say. We will be watching Minutemen.
Shut up.
That
one is so nostalgic.
I know. I love this movie. I was deeply in love with the tall guy, whatever his name is.
So deeply in love, you don't even know his name. I know him as Zeke from Sky High, but
that's Zach. You don't even know his name from Sky High.
Or is he Zeke in Minutemen?
Oh, he might be Zeke in Minutemen.
He's Zeke in Minutemen and Zach in Sky High. The guy who glows.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us in season 1 and on these little mini-sodes in between our seasons. We love you. Honestly, we have had a blast, and we cannot wait to make more episodes for you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week for Minutemen. Bring your snowsuits.
The snowsuit guys.
Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Once Upon a DCOM.
Like what you just heard? Leave us a rating and review. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at onceuponadecom.podcast and share this podcast with your Disney-loving friends.
A big thanks to Gabby for editing this whole podcast together.
Thanks, friend. And don't forget to subscribe because there's always a new episode on the way. This is Gabriella
and Natalie
signing off with a sprinkle of pixie dust
and a whole lot of nostalgia.